Hi, my name is Gus Olsen, and today I'm going to talk about why literally every guy on earth can do street approaches and can meet women in real life. I'm filming this video from the windy Barcelona, and I got the video idea because a lot of guys come to me and they say, I could never do this. This is not something I can imagine myself doing. I can see potentially other people doing it, or my friend doing it, or you on YouTube doing it, but I cannot literally do this. So I'm going to tell you a quick story that's going to illustrate why literally every man can do this. So recently a guy signed up to work with me. Bear in mind, he's never had a day. He's an academic. He's worked most of his life. He lives in Switzerland, which is quite a cold country. People don't really talk to each other on the streets. So he literally had every excuse in the book not to go and do street approaches. But obviously he was very motivated. This is why he signed up. And the first session, which was always the hardest, he went out with me on the phone and he couldn't do any compliments. In the end, he managed to do only one compliment, which is quite a basic thing, right? And he tried to do this for an hour. He couldn't. And he even told me at one point that it felt like he's taking his clothes off. It seems like giving a compliment to a girl is like taking your clothes off. And I get what he was saying, because if you've never really flirted with a girl at all in your life, it can feel like that. It can feel like her, right? So this guy, he had every excuse in the book, and he even told me at that point, look, I don't even know if I can do this. I'm not sure. But obviously, we talked, and he showed up the next week. I gave him some homework to do. And the next week, look at this. Check this out. So in the next week, in the same amount of time, in 1 hour, he gave 4 compliments, so to 4 different girls, and he then, after all, he flirted with 5 different girls. So overall, he talked to 9 women that hour, and with 5 girls, he was actually having some conversations. He was actually flirting with it, and I couldn't believe my mind. He even showed me that, look, there's no excuses. Literally any person can do this. And the thing is that when you say that I cannot do this, what you're really saying is I cannot do this the way I am now. But the thing is, you don't have to stay like you are now. And this is the crux of the video, is that you are supposed to change, right? So maybe the way you are now, maybe the insecure, shy person you are now cannot do street approaches and cannot meet women in real life and cannot flirt with them. But that doesn't mean that you cannot, in general, as a person, you might need to change. But the problem is that your mind doesn't want to change. Your mind wants to protect yourself. Your mind doesn't want rejections. Because it's tough, right? It's really tough. So you have to essentially answer this question. Do you want to change or not? Because if you're not ready to change, then yes, you might not be able to do real life approaches or flirt with women or go on these amazing dates or have an amazing dating life. But that doesn't mean that you cannot do this. You just need to change. So really think about this. And the next time you think to yourself, oh, yeah, this looks good on camera or this looks good on YouTube, but in my city, in my shape, with my condition, I cannot do this. You can do this. And I've seen this time and time again. Shy, analytical dudes that have never really flirted with a girl. Maybe they've had 1 date, 2 dates, one lucky girlfriend, and that's really it. Then they go out and they start doing these drills, these exercises, and they start improving themselves, and it doesn't take that long, and in a few weeks or a month, they're a completely different person. So I want to inspire you and leave you with this message. You can indeed improve. You just have to make the decision and then make the uncomfortable choice to go out and change your personality. I'm checking out from the windy Barcelona because my hands are getting really cold, and I'll see you in the next video.